Hi there. Real quick question or a real quick video about millennials. I think there's been a lot of misinformation or a lot of stuff put out there about millennials being, I don't know, the self involved and not focused, and all of these things. First off, I think it's shouldn't be on us to put that stuff out there, right? Every generation has had to grow up and experience their unique situation, and I got to tell you, you know, there's no way I would go back and relive my youth going through the technology age of smartphones everywhere. I had a hard enough time when you had to go out and talk with people than to think what would have happened if a smartphone was around. I was an idiot when I was, I don't know, 13 to 17. God, I can only imagine the stupid stuff I would have done. So, I don't think it's on us to talk about that. But where I really want to go with this video is I think millennials have figured out early retirement, right? I think millennials, if they keep on this pace, are doing exactly what I talk about in lots of these videos, right? And what do I talk about? I talk about the key to early retirement or financial freedom or all of that is to keep expenses low. So if what I read is true and they are more likely to delay marriage, good, marriage is expensive. Delaying kids, really good. Kids are really expensive. They're delaying house purchases, great. Why buy a house in your 20s? You don't know where you want to be, and do you really want to be somewhere for 30 years? Great. They're delaying or not buying cars. Great. Cars are expensive, right? And once you get on that, you got to people keep buying the next one and the next one. It's just silly. And the one that I really think is interesting, so first off, right? So what have they done? They're keeping expenses ridiculously low. And early retirement or financial freedom keys on keeping expenses low, right? If a 28-year-old today, just in middle America, has, I don't know, $1,400 in total expenses, figure no car, roommates, all that stuff, there's a great chance that over the next 5 to 10 years, they can create a side hustle that pays for that lifestyle. Right, then it's on them if they want to increase their lifestyle or do something else. It's pretty awesome if you ask me. Um, and that brings me to side hustle, right? I think I think the millennials generation, and again, anytime you talk about a generation in mass, you're automatically wrong because there's so many examples of the side. But I think in general, what I've seen in the millennials that I interact with is they're eager to, you know, I don't know, have a job, but many of them are going after one or two side hustles, and I think it's that investment in side hustles that is so awesome because they're willing to take risks, take chances, go for it, and frankly, you never know which one's going to take off, and if you keep your expenses are 14 or 1500, there's lots of side hustles you can do and make that in a year, and when they do that, magically they're free. I think there's going to be more millennials that are financially free in their 30s than any generation, right? The baby boomers went out and bought houses and had kids. No way they're going to be financially free until they're 50 or 60. My generation, the Gen X, we were the original yuppies and all of those things, and having crazy cars and expensive suits, and we were spending money as fast as we could get it. There's no way we could be financially free. And I think the millennials have figured it out. I really do. I think the millennials are all about keeping expenses low via sharing costs, living costs, cars, all those things. And I really encourage them to keep going after their side hustles. I think it is, I think it's key, right? When you can do something where over time you produce enough income to replace your job, you win. Game over. And I really do think there's going to be more millennials financially free in their 30s than any generation. So I just thought I'd put it out there, and maybe we should encourage millennials to go after it, and be aggressive, and help them if we can, which is what I want to do. Take care. Bye.